So I've seen plenty of people do absolute and ultimate titles, and while I think of things to write for my next scripts, I'm going to be uploading this tier list because I have no other ideas. So yeah, I'm going to rank my own thoughts on the absolute titles and the ultimate titles right now. But good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. My name is Aiden. I talk about plenty things about superheroes and comics on this channel, so if you're enjoying so far and you want to see more like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the first three absolute titles. The first three that were very obviously made. We'll do Absolute Batman, then we'll do Superman and Wonder Woman. So right now, currently Absolute Batman is B tier, I think. I think it's high B tier. I don't think it's A tier, and I don't think it's S tier, but I don't think it's as low as C tier. Simply because I don't like the artwork as much, and I think that takes me out of the story. But at the same time, the story doesn't feel all that interesting to me right now. I don't really care about Arkham part of this. I think Killer Croc is cool and whatnot, but he looks a lot more like Godzilla than he does actually look like Killer Croc, and I don't know. I just don't really like the story. I'm excited to see Catwoman though, so hopefully this will pick up for me with the next issue and maybe be boosted up to A tier. Something that I do really like though right now is Absolute Wonder Woman. I think it might be the best of all these titles right now, so that's a automatic S tier, you know. I really like the story. Cersei is great. Diana's relationship with Cersei is really good, and overall it's just a really good story right now. Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with them in the maze. I'm really excited to see what happens with the girl that Diana is currently working with, and I want to see what ends up going there. I know I said I was going to do Superman before Wonder Woman, but I had to decide if I wanted to put Superman in A or B tier. But I think I'm putting him above Batman, but I don't think he's A tier yet. And that's simply because the last two issues weren't that great in my opinion. Other people might have other opinions, but this is my tier list, so obviously I'm going to be ranking it how I think. The last issue wasn't that good, and I don't really like Ra's al Ghul. I don't think that he should be used as a Superman villain, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't really care about it. Ra's al Ghul, he thinks like he wants to make Superman his son, and Talia, they're just not really Superman villains, in my opinion. I always see them as Batman villains. Don't ever really see them as Superman villains, and I don't really like that. Just as far as things go, I don't think I like that. But getting on to these three titles, these three absolute titles, Absolute Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern, those are all really good titles right now. I think that I like Absolute Flash more than I like Batman or Superman right now. So I think that's an A tier, honestly. There's a lot going for Absolute Flash. Grodd and Wally's relationship is really good. I liked seeing Wally's origin and how he accidentally killed Barry. But you know, last issue was kind of it was kind of interesting, but it wasn't at the same time. Felt like it was really short, honestly. I think that's what took me out of it, was that I felt like it was really short. Felt like I read it in 5 minutes. But yeah, other than that, it's a really good story. It just feels really short a lot of the time. Absolute Martian Manhunter, I think, is another S tier book. Right now, I think he's been doing pretty good, honestly. I really like the storyline that they're going with. I like that he's a lot different than he actually normally is. The artwork is amazing. Storyline's really good. I'm excited to see what they do with the White Martian, and yeah, it's pretty phenomenal so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Absolute Martian Manhunter. I think it's just a really good story. It's got some really great artwork, and it differs itself a lot from the main story, like from the main universe. I think that of all of these titles, that one is the one that is the most different from the original content, it feels like, because honestly, the Martian just completely is different than he is in the original title. You know what I mean. If you know Martian Manhunter and you've been reading this, you know that it's nothing like the original title at all. Whereas like Diana's still an Amazon, and Wally's still a regular human, and Cal's still obviously the like Superman, you know, alien Kryptonian, and Batman's still a human. Absolute Martian Manhunter is really, really far off from what it originally was, which he's not even, the main character's not even an alien. He's just sometimes getting possessed by this alien, or not really possessed, but like the Martian is a separate being than the main character. The Martian is an alien, yes, but this guy's also called John Jones, and the Martian is just the Martian who gives John superpowers sometimes. So it differs itself a lot if you know what the actual story is and you know who the actual characters are. I think Absolute Green Lantern is another A tier. I think it's a lot better than Superman and Batman right now, at least. I think I might push Superman up. I think I might put it at bottom A tier. Superman's been pretty good. Batman is, it's all right. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite. I don't know. I might push Superman down again. I don't know. I don't know. This is how it looks for the Absolute titles so far. Absolute Universe is really good. I don't think there's any like C tiers among them, but you know, yeah, I think it's all pretty good right now. But let's move on to the original 3 titles for Ultimates. Well, you know, the Ultimate titles, whatever. Ultimate Spider-Man, instant S tier. I think it is. I think it's better than Martian Manhunter. Not better than Wonder Woman though. I think it's. Oh, maybe it is. Oh. I don't know. It's somewhere in between these two. I don't know if it's top S tier or if it's mid S tier. I'll come back to that one. But Ultimate Spider-Man's really, really good. I really like his relationship with with Richard, and I like his. That's just gonna be audio, but if you want to say hi, you can say hi.
Hello.
That was my girlfriend. That's okay. I'm probably gonna cut some of this out because I don't want to have a whole like 20 seconds section of us talking.
But hi.
Yes, I will. Like I was saying before, I don't know if I'm gonna keep Ultimate Spider-Man in mid S tier or if I'm gonna put it at top S tier. Because I like it. Like I really, really love it. I love reading it, but I think I love reading it more than Absolute Wonder Woman right now. Absolute Wonder Woman is still super high S tier, but I don't know. Ultimate Spider-Man is just too good. That brings me to Ultimate X-Men. This one is top B tier, maybe low A tier. It's really good, don't get me wrong. I really, really love it. But it's a lot faster read. Like I was saying with Flash, it's a really fast read when you're reading it. That doesn't make it bad, but it's really good. The artwork is amazing. Peach Pomoka is on that. And it's just really far off from the original title, which yeah makes sense why it would be, but it's got all of the characters from the B list of X-Men. It has a bunch of the characters like Psylocke in there. Not like it's not like B list, I guess. It's just the characters that you wouldn't really know. Just going into the X-Men, it's not like the main characters that you know. It's not like the main cast, like Cyclops and Storm, Wolverine, Jean Grey. You know, it's really the characters that are like deeper in the lore. And then I think there is a couple of original characters in there. I'm not exactly sure, but I think there is a couple of original characters in there. Armor is the main character, and it's really interesting to read about. Because it is its own unique story, and it takes place in Asia. I think it might be in Japan. It's somewhere in Asia, but it reads a lot more like manga than it does like a comic book. Obviously, it still reads like in the comic book format and everything, but it feels like you're reading a manga story if you read it. I think it's above Superman in my opinion. I think I like it more than I like Superman. Yeah, I think that's a good place for it. Ultimate Black Panther is my... I don't know. It's okay. It might be low B tier, in my opinion. I don't hate it, but I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy all these other titles so far. And I don't really like what they're doing with Storm in that. If you don't know, if you haven't been keeping up, basically the original X-Men are not actually in the X-Men story. like the Ultimate X-Men story. They're more scattered throughout, like Ultimate Black Panther has Storm in there, and Ultimate Wolverine has a lot of the other cast of X-Men right now. So really, Ultimate Wolverine should be called Ultimate X-Men, in my opinion, and then Ultimate X-Men should be a different title. But either way, I don't really like what they're doing with Ultimate Black Panther right now. It's not horrible. I'm still gonna read it, obviously. I still enjoy reading it, but it is one of my lesser favorites. And that goes with Ultimates too. Ultimates is B tier for me. I think I like reading Absolute Batman more. But Ultimates has so many characters throughout it, it's hard to keep track of it. Not for that reason specifically, but there are so many stories that Ultimates is following, and it's all leading into the ending of the Ultimate Universe, or whatever is going to happen, the big Ultimate battle that's going to happen at the end of it. And it's not bad by any means. I like reading about it. I liked the last story that came out with Hawkeye and Captain America. I thought that was good, but it is one of my lesser favorites to read. It's not one of the ones that I'm super excited for when it's about to come out with a new issue, and I think that has to do with how you can pick up one and you can just be kind of thrown in the middle of it. It's less of a linear storyline and more like you'll have flashbacks in between. Like there was a Luke Cage issue in there which was really good, but it's kind of hard to follow it a lot of the times because it's jumping around a lot. But overall, it is pretty good, just not one of the ones that I get super excited for. Ultimate Wolverine, though, is pretty good. I think I'm going to put that. I think I put Ultimate Wolverine above Absolute Batman, but I don't think it's A tier. Ultimate Wolverine's good. It's had about 8 issues. First 6 issues, 5 or 6 issues were so good. Issue 7 was alright. 6 and 7 I think were pretty okay. I haven't gotten to read number 8 yet, so this might change after I read those. But Ultimate Wolverine, like I said before, follows a lot more of the original X-Men than Ultimate X-Men actually does. And there's some fun there, but it's really brutal, obviously. Like it's about a guy with freaking knives coming out of his knuckles. Obviously it's gonna be a little bit bloody. But it is pretty dark, and they kill off some of the X-Men pretty quickly into it, some of the original X-Men. But overall, it's pretty good. Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion is a C tier, I think. It's only on like 2 or 3 issues right now, and it's just not that interesting. It follows Miles getting thrown into the Ultimate Universe again, like back into an Ultimate Universe, but it's not the Ultimate Universe he's from, blah, 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 you know what not. But he's looking for his sister, and he has the help of Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne right now. At least as far as I remember. And it's not bad. It's just, I don't think there's enough for me to fairly judge it against the rest of these, and it's not super interesting, honestly. Miles is funny throughout it, but overall it's kind of bland. It doesn't really feel very exciting, if you know what I mean. But this is for just the titles that are out right now. They're all good titles, but it depends on what you like to read and what kind of art style you like, what kind of storytelling you like. But this is definitely my opinion. Everybody else can have their own opinion if you want to go rank them. So I'll put a link to the tier list itself in the comments section or something. Not the comment section, in the description or something. And if you guys want to go look at that, or you want to go rank them yourself, you can go rank them yourself and whatever, and you can share them on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and you can tag me in it, and I will definitely try to look at all those. But yeah, this is not an original idea. I've seen other people do this before. I'll link some down below of what I've watched, and hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this. You can check out my other socials and videos and stuff on the screen now if you want to. Have a great day. Okay. Bye now.